Alright, so today we're going to do the valve covers and spark plugs on a Ford Escape. This is a 2007 with the 3.0. That's an emissions tube for the PCV system. There's the intake tube. Next we'll take the throttle cable. This is the cruise control cable here. This one's the throttle cable. Take that off. Set the cables aside. Now, the idle air control valve. Got a connector there. Throttle position sensor, got a connector on that. Next, take off all the connectors on the ignition coils. Set that aside. I'll take all the ignition coils out. Two wire connectors back here. A couple of vacuum lines at the back of the intake. Another evap hose on the back, green connector. Next thing, now we'll take the upper intake manifold off. You just got 8mm bolts that hold. Leave all the bolts in there. They've got shoulders on them that hold them in, so they won't fall out in there. Now the intake will come off. EGR, couple brackets in the back. Take the throttle body off. Those are all 10mm bolts. There's the throttle body, just set that off to the side. I'm going to take this intake box, disconnect the mass airflow sensor. Get this just out of my way. Opens that up a lot better. And the intake come right off. Now, this is going to open up the rear valve cover. It makes it a lot easier to access this for spark plugs and what we're doing here to valve covers. So, take all these connectors off each rear coils. Lay this harness out of the way. Now we'll take these 3 coils off. Swivel for back here also. Got another connector back here. Leave that. The covers come right off. One bolt up in this front driver's side. stud down in this front corner, right where the valve cover curves for the timing gear on the camshaft. You reach right in front of the core support. Get it? And that should be all of them. Now the valve cover should just come right off. Some of these studs will fall out. Watch for them. There's the front valve cover. Alright, so I got both new valve cover gaskets done and all the new spark plugs put in. So next thing, I'm going to install the coils on top of the plugs. Now, these spark plugs and these boots, they were changed before. It has 140,000 miles on it right now. Now the previous owner, they put Bosch plugs in it at 90,000 miles. Well, I figured I was going to be in here, so I might as well do them. They had 50,000 miles on them already, so they're halfway to being replaced. I was in here. Might as well do the Motorcraft plugs. Alright, so now we're going to put the upper intake on. These bolts, along with the valve cover bolts, they both get torqued to 89 inch-pounds. Over them all one more time now, just to make sure nothing flexed or set into place. Again, these are 89 inch-pounds, this is torque spec. Now next, get some vacuum lines around here. There's a couple of things. Let's see. These are 10mm bolts. Snaps in, go all the way back. And you get your throttle there. There's the air filter. There we go. Now it's mass airflow sensor back up. Should have a pigtail around here somewhere for the throttle position sensor. And now we can hook our mass airflow sensor back up. Should have a pigtail around here somewhere for the throttle position sensor. Let's find that. Plug it in. Where is it at? Should be around here on the main engine control harness. Got a vacuum line here. Goes right here on the back of the intake. Put that on. Here's the connector for it. Plug it in. Now put the intake tube on. Well, we have this cover also. Got some silicone spray. Just spray that right in there. Alright, tighten these hose clamps down. And should have a PCV hose. Snaps right on there. Now we have this cover. Throttle control. Two more 8mm bolts. Alright, here we go. We got everything all snugged down. Take one last look, make sure everything's all hooked up. All the vacuum lines and everything. Yeah, we'll start her up. Had a little bit of a misfire at first. That's normal. All that was. That's all the spray that I sprayed as lubricant in the cylinders.